What's up, ghouls? It's Batty Jade, and I don't know if I've mentioned that I've been into bags, but I have a dream, an aspiration, if you will, a goal maybe that I could turn this KFC bucket into a purse. Now, I don't know if this dream is possible or even plausible. But I want a fried chicken bucket purse. And so I ordered fried chicken and I saved the bucket. And I'm gonna try to turn it into a purse. This is my journey. This is my journey. Okay, so first up, I'm using this leather punch to punch holes in the sides of the bucket. I'm using this to basically put some D-rings through later and put a chain to make a strap for the bag. Working very well, which I don't know why, because it's supposed to go through leather. I don't know why it couldn't go through a KFC bucket very well, but I made it work. Okay, so now that I've got those holes in my bucket, I'm coating my whole bucket in my triple thick glaze that I already have. It was the only thing I had that I thought that I could coat the bucket with that would just kind of seal it thickly and just kind of protect the whole outer kind of ink layer of the bucket and the paper cheaply. It was a material that I already had, and I figured it would work, and I thought I could kind of test it. And if it didn't, I was like, well, I guess I'll have to order more chicken. So, I just started painting it on and brushing it on. And it did start to smear the ink in places, especially the red lines. Like, oh my gosh, it bled the red so bad. But if I did it on like kind of thickly and quick and did like just one swipe in one direction, it didn't bleed it very badly, and I could just like swipe it once and it would coat it and I could leave it, and then I could go back and do like more layers and it would be fine. Like, it would be sealed with just that one quick first layer. But that first dirty layer, like if I tried to go back and forth, oof, it just started smearing everywhere like watercolors. It was a mess. And I also thought like I could make this little cage underneath it with like some rocks and like a wheel thing that I found at the dollar store, because for some reason they didn't have like a cookie tray when I went there, which would have been what I wanted for like a drip down tray. But that was just a mess in itself. The rocks kept falling and I was just getting frustrated. So that was just my own personal little hell that I went through. But it worked. It did work, I think. I mean, it's not comparable to resin. It wasn't as stiff as resin. It was very flexible, which maybe is a pro in itself. I don't think for this, because I wanted the bucket more stiff, but it was really cheap. Resin's not cheap. This triple thick was really cheap, so I mean, It kind of worked, but resin would have been better, I think. I've never worked with it. I'm too cheap. I let this dry, and then I did several more layers, letting it dry in between. Then I did the inside, repeating the same process. Okay, so now to make the bucket more sturdy, I decided to add like an actual bucket. I went to the dollar store and looked for materials and found this actual bucket. So now I'm like cutting the top off and the bottom out and basically cutting the middle out so all the parts fit inside. And I've got them all cut out now, and I'm just going to hot glue them inside so it fixes the problem and makes my bucket purse more sturdy. And here I go with the hot glue. Now I'm making a lid for my bucket out of the lid I got with the KFC bucket itself, and I'm starting by tracing it on a piece of cardboard, and then I'm also tracing it on several plastic plates that I also got from the dollar store. And I'm just putting the cardboard in the middle and then sandwiching it between all the plastic plates that I painstakingly, aggravatingly cut out with an X-Acto knife, and I'm just hot gluing them all together to make a nice sturdy lid. Now, so that my lid doesn't look like hot garbage, I'm wrapping it in this cute little tablecloth I also got from the dollar store. Isn't it nice that it's summertime? This cute little white and red tablecloth. Looks like it could be a nice little sheet that KFC lined their bucket with, so I'm using that. I'm just starting from underneath and I'm wrapping it up towards the top of my lid. And I'm kind of just scrunching it up, looking like some paper could be coming up from the top. And I'm just using some good old-fashioned Elmer's glue for this, because hot glue kind of could melt this a little bit if I go too ham with it. Okay, now I'm adding the actual topper from the KFC bucket, and I'm also adding more of the tablecloth, and I'm adding the actual fake chicken, which is surprisingly expensive. It's just as, if not more expensive than actual real chicken, which kind of blew my mind. I got that from the internet as well, but it looks good. It looks tasty. So thank you, Aliexpress, for once again providing me with weird stuff I didn't know I needed. And I'm just trying to be careful with the hot glue. The glue seems to cool fast enough that I can dab it on and press the tablecloth and kind of hide it and it doesn't burn through. As long as I don't touch the tip of the machine, and then it just burns holes. But I just gotta try to be careful. And then I just arrange the chicken and the nice tablecloth to try to look nice on top. Okay, so now I'm also going to line the inside of my bucket. So I'm just going to take some Elmer's glue and another piece of that same tablecloth that I've already pre-cut to be the right size. And I'm just going to line the inside of my bucket. I'm drizzling some glue inside there, and I'm just packing it down and folding it nicely so that it looks good and it feels good, and then I'm just gonna let it dry overnight. Next, I just take my grommet pliers that I bought and I just put some grommets in the holes that I made to hopefully kind of protect the holes in the bucket. Okay, so now the tricky part. I tried multiple things for this, but basically went to the old standard, some D-rings. The biggest ones really I could find, which was like, I believe 1.5 inch. And then I got my big old wrenches and just went with my big beefy arms and used all my strength and wrenched it apart enough that I could open it and get it through that grommet ring hole, and put it through that hole, and then put one end of my chain that I had. I had some chain from Lowe's left over from another purse project, and put that through, then used the pliers again to manpower that D-ring back closed, and then did the same thing on the other side. It was a little difficult. You really need some upper body strength. You need some of that strong man muscle power, and the wrenches do put some scratches a little bit in the D-rings, but it's not bad, it's not noticeable, and it's doable. Now I finally came up with a way to attach the lid to the bucket so that when I open it, it doesn't just like fall off in my hand. I found this strap material at Joann's, so I bought a couple of inches of it, and so I'm just cutting through some of the tablecloth on the lid and the bucket, and then I'm just taking some hot glue and I'm hot gluing the strap to the bucket and the lid so that it's got like a strap connecting it when I open it, so it just kind of dangles off, and I think it's a good idea and I like it, so I'm pretty proud of myself for engineering that. Howdy ho, neighborinos. So, I kind of forgot to do a little post-mortem, and, so now instead of being in my outfit, I'm in, like, my jammies, trying to edit. So, yeah, jammies. Yeah, with my babies. So, well, I made it. I made it. It's not my best work. I'm gonna admit that, but I mean, it it exists. I made it happen. It do be existing though. I mean, it's got a little tilt. It's got a little tilt, and I don't know. It looks like one of the grommets did come off. The other grommet is fine, but this one came off. I guess it didn't go on real well, so that sucks. But I mean, but it's kind of cool. It's got two little chicken legs come up, and they kind of make a handle for the lid. So it's kind of cool. I mean, the quality is not impeccable, but I made a daggone chicken bucket purse. So what could you really hope for? It's sturdy enough. Enough for the price point that it was. I mean, I got most of my stuff from the dollar store. So, like, what do you want? What do you want from me? I used really cheap materials, so you know, I feel like I got what I paid for, and I'm not angry at it. I like my chicken bucket purse, okay? I like my fried chicken purse. I enjoy this. I'm almost proud. And you know what? I am proud of my chicken bucket. I'm proud of my chicken bucket. Alright? I've wanted this for a long time, and I was like, I don't know if I can do it, and I did it. Alright? I made it happen through blood and sweat and tears. And sometimes the knife got a little too close for comfort to my digits, but I didn't hurt myself. So, you know, I deserve a little credit for my janky chicken bucket purse. You know, it's not perfect, and maybe someone could have done it way better with, like, making it fancy and coating it in resin and doing all that stuff. But you know what? I made a cheap chicken bucket purse. And isn't that what the good old Colonel's all about, is giving us the cheap chicken that we want? I think so. So, I'm gonna count my chicken bucket as another solid win. Alright? You know, it closes. It's attached. It's not gonna leave. It's got itself a cute little lid. Chicken. And it can fit some of my items inside. So, chicken bucket purse. I crafted it, and it is nowhere near perfect, and it was really, you know, just not pleasant to make, but I made it. So this is my post-mortem, and maybe I will get better, because this was not expertly crafted. But it looks pretty okay. Just don't look too close. Don't look too close. Oh no. Look, it's a little top heavy, you know? Some of us can relate. If only it smelled like fried chicken, then it would be perfect. But I don't know how to do that. Honestly, I don't know how to do that. So room for improvement, I guess. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my descent into madness, and please join me again, cause you know I'm gonna make some more weird crap. You know I'm gonna do it. Like it's what I do at this point. Like it's what I do. You think I'm not gonna make another weird thing? You think the chicken bucket was the end of me? Cause it's not. I'm gonna do it again. I got whatever that is inside me, and it's gonna claw out again. So subscribe, because you're gonna want to see it. You don't miss out. Don't miss out. So please like and subscribe. Alright, see you later. Bye.